A perfect being. Okay, I'm just gonna take
No,
time to
no,
like.
no, sorry. A perfect being, not a perfect.
Okay, I'm just gonna take time to take a like
Er,
scientific atheist position.
what does that mean?
Just came to non-logical facts for my atheism. It's foundation.
You have what?
I just came to nomological rules, principles, just a foundation.
You use nomological laws to cling to as the foundation.
Okay, yes, is that confusing or some shit, bro?
Yeah,
Like,
that's almost incoherent in fact.
so if you look up science,
Okay, wait, so hold on, just to be clear, so you like use mathematic axioms and scientific rules to like create some basis of your worldview, right?
uh, bro, I'm just gonna give you the simple definition, bro, because I'm not doing this shit, bro, with semantics. Sine, and okay, the idea that science can explain all natural phenomena, which is just gonna be the basis. Okay, bro, I'm just gonna send you this chat. Alright, here. I'll just send this in chat, bro. You can read it yourself, bro, if you don't understand.
What chat?
Just in general.
Okay, this guy's got the Bing AI overview. Scientific atheism is the idea that science can explain all natural phenomena and that the spiritual world is an illusion created by the brain. Scientific atheists believe that science will eventually lead to the elimination of the idea of God from human thought. Wait, just to be clear, you're not defending this view, are you?
No, it's just the view I'm taking. So, like, when you're engaging with a scientific atheist, normally they are on the negation, of course, not believing in God, right? And normally it's on you to prove it. I mean, I could, I guess. I have to go get an argument for it, but normatively, you would just, give a proposition that will lead to the conclusion of God.
Yeah, I'm familiar. But you brought this up as if it was like something that you're defending. Are you
No,
just
that's just the
taking this view
worldview.
and
That's
saying that you're
just
gonna like answer any question I give you, consistent with this view?
No, I'm just okay. So atheist. Okay, so scientific atheists just believe in different nomological facts, right? Not any really different theology facts, right? Facts about God in the sense. Normally, they just believe in nomological things. That could differ from the normative atheist. It's not really anything else. I mean,
Okay, so you just kind of brought this up as a little goof.
when you okay, so let's say you brung up some type of like temporal sequence or nomological rule that could give substance to God's existence, right? The normative
True.
atheist would have different views on said nomological structures, the metaphysical plane, etc., etc., etc. But I specify what type of atheist I am, so that dispute doesn't need to happen. Like that's like the main purpose of a scientific atheist. I mean,
Okay, I mean, to be honest, I just don't see why you brought this up at all.
so okay, let's say like you're a deist. You don't think it would be important if like you just said, "Oh, I just believe in God," or you don't think that's important to clarify you're a deist?
It's important to clarify that you're a deist if you believe in God.
Yeah, let's say you're just gonna engage into like a theology debate, and you just say, "Oh, I believe in God," right? That's all you say. You don't think it's important to clarify that you would be a deist if you are a
It
deist?
would be important to clarify that you're a deist if the other person was on the affirmative and going to be asking you questions. They would have to be consistent with that view.
That what the fuck? Why? Why is it just that context? What the fuck?
Because that's the only context I can think of.
Mm, that's not.
What
Bro, just give your
what
argument.
what is valuable about you telling this to me?
Okay. I already explained that. I don't know if you didn't track, but just give your argument for God, man. I'm
Yeah, I mean,
here
you
to
can
hear the
explain
full
it again if you want.
I prefer not to.
Alright, you got that. Okay, I'll post the argument.
Oh yeah, can you answer the question?
The
Whether
modal
God,
What?
ontological
okay.
argument.
Fuck it.
That's it. What was
Or
the
so much.
question?
Okay, actually, no. Okay, let's see. Possibly God exists. Unnecessarily, if God exists, it is a necessity that God concludes. So, okay, I disagree with both premise. I just, no. Okay, here, fuck it. I don't even go down that route. Okay, we can just do this, alright? When you say it's possible for God to exist, you're just saying it's no classical contradiction.
There's no metaphysical law that contradicts with God existing.
and God is a perfect being. What does that mean here?
Yeah. Well, I just take it to be flawless, but generally just like some semantic primitive.
Okay. And flawless means just like the top in every single attribute.
No, I wouldn't say in every single attribute.
So flawless. Okay. In this sense, when you say flawless, it's trying to leash onto something. So if you say you're flawless in like a sport, for example, that's a category. But like, what do you mean by he's flawless, and what is he flawless? Like, I don't see you can just
Yeah,
be
I
generally
well, I
flawless.
would just it would go down to he's flawless in any sort of positive attribute.
Positive attribute. Give me a positive attribute. I mean, I
Power.
think, okay, I think positive attributes in this sense could be subjective, because I can just go ahead and make the claim, right? I think, nope, that's gonna get me fucking put on trial. I could just say, believing in Satan, right, and not God is a positive attribute, right? The belief there is a positive attribute, and it's just gonna be subjective. I don't think that's really viable to say, or to give, its property to God. And even then, I mean, if you were to say that, some impossibilities, right, would be positive, then would that align with your view of God then? Because then it wouldn't be possible, in fact.
Wait, sorry, what was the last part?
Oh yeah, so let's say there's a positive attribute, right? That's just impossible. Do you think God here would hold that attribute then, or be flawless in it in the sense?
Im Impossible as in metaphysically impossible.
We can say it can be a metaphysical impossibility, or
Well, I mean, it would only matter to my if it was metaphysically impossible, then I don't think God would have that positive attribute.
okay. Okay, then just answer the other about flawless being or positive attributes in the sense
Well,
being.
yeah, I mean, like, again, I just take flawless to end up boiling down to some semantic primitive. I think all of us can kind of discern, like, a few positive attributes. Maybe not all of them are going to be able to, be discernible through discourse, but I think, like, necessity will be one.
A positive attribute is being a necessity.
I think, yeah, I think the big four are all, like, pretty obviously, or at least, like, through the average person, discourse with the average person is going to lead to, like, the big four.
Okay, so it just seems like you're just kind of holding on to analytics here. So like you're just okay.
What does
You're
that
gonna
mean?
Yeah. It just seems like your argument is just gonna only follow analytically. If I was to give a different interpretation to what to
Well,
positive
yeah,
attribute,
obviously. I
I mean
mean, all the
false.
prem all that premise to is stating is that my characterized being is
What's
necessary.
with his character? Okay, bro. And I'm just saying your analytics really doesn't get you anywhere. We're trying to talk externally, right? So some type of synthetical truth.
Wait, I don't understand premise. You're saying premise two is analytic?
No, I'm saying okay. I'm just saying the foundation of premise one mainly is just kind of dumb, and your definition of God is like fucking retarded.
My foundation of premise one is dumb.
Yeah. So when you go to say these positive attributes, and I'm saying, oh, well, I can view a positive attribute as this, and you could just, view it as something else. Then it's just gonna be innately subjective. Then you're just gonna hold to the fact, well, this is what this word means. Well, in my type dictionary, and then that if that isn't the case, then your argument just falls apart there. So it's just gonna be analytically the case, which doesn't really get you anywhere at all. At least with premise one. So it's gonna say God is
Wait, hold
possible.
on. Just to be clear, premise one is possibly God exists. Are you talking about premise two?
Wait, hold on. Yeah, no, I'm talking about premise one again. So to say God
Possibly
possibly,
God exists.
yeah, God possibly exist. God, possibly God. Okay, bro, possibly God exists, right? I'm saying the definition of
Tier
God
one
there.
studying.
Okay, whore. But I'm saying it's just holding on to the analytics there. So the only way that could be true is just gonna be in virtue of your analytics right there of positive attributes. If I was to interpret, attributes differently, positive attributes differently, right? The main four you could say, then your argument just falls apart. I could just say God in a sense wouldn't be possible, right? I could say there's just some type of positive attribute, right? Which would just be a contradiction. I could say all positive
Okay, hold
attributes,
on. I'm just
right?
gonna cut you off here because you're not really. I don't think you're doing what you actually want to. Because all you said there was that my characterized being fulfills all this criteria, which isn't gonna get you there. And my characterized being fulfills all this criteria analytically, which isn't gonna get you there. Oh, and my characterized being analytically follow like this isn't gonna get anywhere. What? Okay, so let me just agree that my characterized being here, as follows, would fulfill premise one and premise two, so my characterized being would exist. What is the problem with that?
Okay, what you define your character as being to be, it's just going to be intersubjective. It's just going to be innately fallible. To say these positive attributes are just going to be like, let's say the big four. If I was to disagree with the big four, I could say your person or your character doesn't possibly exist in a sense. I could say all positive attributes are just contradictions. You see
You
where
could
your
say
character.
all positive attributes are contradictions.
Yeah, I could just
Why would
interpret
I
it like
care what
that.
you define like the perfect being to be? This
Uh,
argument is supposed to
I'm saying,
portray my
wait,
view.
okay. Oh my. Yeah, it could persuade your view, but if the foundation, right, is these positive attributes, right, and there's no objective lens that we're going to be seeing this through, right, so they're just going to be like you could just interpret it any way you want, right, and I'm just saying it's not going to be viable to come to a concrete conclusion.
Okay, so hold on. So you already agreed premise one and premise two are analytic. Okay, so I'll give you a little bit of insight here. The analytic there, the characterized being, is going to fulfill the big four: omnipotence, omniscience, omnibenevolence, and necessity. Does that clarify it?
Oh my god, I'm saying okay, I'm saying it's still just keening to the analytics. So if I was to just disagree with what you mean by, let's say, positive attributes, then you're just cut. You have no argument there. You just have no foundation.
Well, hold on. What, because it's analytic, it doesn't work. I don't understand how this, like, obviously
No,
I just told you what I'm
that's not what I
portraying to
just
you,
said. That's wait. That's
right?
that's
Like,
not what I said. Okay, I'm saying right. Sure, you could be portraying this thing, but if I would just disagree, right, and give a different definition and just make it an equal interpretation in a sense, right?
then it
It
wouldn't be
just
the characterized being I'm conveying, is it?
okay. Oh my god, I got Minky Dick right in chat. Okay, it, you have to understand when we're trying to find a concrete conclusion, and then you just go to say, "Oh, well, this just doesn't fit the idea of what I think this is," right? Without an argument for it. I mean, that's just like a whoopsie doopsie. I don't know. That's just how you feel on the thing, right? Sure, we can go by what you think God to be, but let's say these positive properties or whatever, or positive attributes. Um, it's still going to be it's not viable to say, oh well, my character has the positive attributes when positive attributes is subjective as fuck.
Okay, hold on. You're rambling. Okay, hold on. Let me ask you something. If I gave some argument and the first premise was something along the lines of, well, if this thing is wood, then it's made of, and then I list all the composites that wood is made of, right? That's an analytic premise. You don't think that's valid, do you?
That's not the same as a situation. It's not analogically
Wait, but you said
sound.
that both of my premises were analytic.
Yeah, okay, it's not analogically sound because in this sense we're having a
Analogically sound. What?
yeah, analogic. Do you not know? Okay, okay, let's go. Okay, it's not analogically sound because in this scenario you have the subject which is or you have the term, right? Or not the conjunctive term, right? Positive attributes. And I'm saying positive attributes can literally mean anything. What you hold it to be really doesn't mean anything when we're going for a concrete conclusion. Um so then
Wait,
it's
but
just not viable.
this concrete conclusion would lead to the thing I'm portraying. So me, like, portraying the thing that I conclude with in the beginning of my argument is obviously going to be, something that's going to matter, right? And it's going to be consistent or to be invalid, right? That's like the same issue that a non-cognitivist would have with an embedding problem.
Okay, no, not necessarily, because when you're just analytics doesn't get you anywhere in the conversation because it's just predicated off the fact this is this, and if I'm to disagree with this, we're just having a semantical dispute at this point. I'm just saying, okay, well,
Well, look, we
let's
could have a
say,
semantical dispute that doesn't really matter. Like, if somebody is trying to portray their concept and lead to their concept as a conclusion, it doesn't matter if, the thing is subjective. My interpretation is what I'm trying to portray. That's why literally anything, any like argument that has some analytic premise, which, especially in modus ponens is the first premise, which is pretty fucking important. An analytic argument is going to be valid if they're just portraying their own concept.
okay, again, sure, but the idea of God here, you're saying God concretely exists. He is, let's say,
As
a
I define them.
necessity. Yes, he concretely exists. Okay,
As
yeah.
I define them, yes.
Okay, but I'm saying the way you define him is just disagreeable. Not even the sense that it's disagreeable, but let's say these positive attributes. Let's say we don't apply them the way you apply them, then your argument just falls apart. It's just fallible innately, and that's the main problem with analytic argument. I mean, It just doesn't go the way you want. You're hungry to.
Like, I don't know why you just keep on repeating yourself. Do you want to, like, have
Okay,
some
we
good
can
faith
like.
interlocutor try to explain this better than me? I don't know if I'm just being unclear
Okay,
here.
we could just like appeal to easy. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time,
UGW.
bro, he's gonna call
So,
UG to
Yo,
the.
Yugi, do you think an analytic premise is, or an argument that has an analytic premise can be valid?
Okay, okay, no, okay. All that's happening here is I'm just saying, okay, his thing is just analytically dependent. All he has is these analytics, which I can.
Yeah, we're gonna have Yugi answer the question. Go ahead.
wait, so the thing is, I think you can unmute Agent here. He can like clarify, right? But all Agent's saying here is, well, yeah, it would be like analytically justified, but he's giving you like this argument is meant to give you some reason. Like if you question one of the premises, he's meant to give you some reason to reject or to accept his definition. Right? Is that accurate? Like some reason to accept why God is defined this
Are
way.
you asking me?
Yeah, like you'd give him some reason to accept why God is like defined this way, right?
Why I'm defining God this way?
Or no, like why, like he should accept your definition of God, and via said definition of God, it would follow that God exists, right?
Well,
And
I
that's,
thought
like,
it was made clear that before I just defined God as a perfect being.
well, yeah, and you're like if he questions like why do you define God this way, you would just have to give some reason to accept that, right? And if he and like for the good point, that's why you brought up modus ponens, or like whenever he said, well, the way someone defines something is analytic. That's just obviously tautologically true. Presumably, what you're saying with the modus ponens thing is, well, someone can just disagree with the conditional no matter what, right? Or something like they can just disagree that this is what this word means, or this is what this thing is. So, like the conditional falls apart or something, right? And that was the point of bringing up modus ponens.
Yeah, I agreed with that.
Yeah. Okay. So, presumably, all that's being said here is just, well, it would be true that this is how I define God, but like my reason for defining God's this way, and then you would elaborate on that point, right? Like you
My
presumably
reason,
have
well,
some-
I don't even know what it would mean for my reason defining God this way.
well, you could just say, well, I just find this definition of God intuitive, and then like you would like explain why this version of God that you define would like exist. And
Well, yeah, I
like,
mean, I would be defending this version of God existing, but I mean, I
yeah, and
guess
like
my definition is just drawn from, like, as I understand God to be from different scriptures. Like, just this is just the consistent manner,
yeah.
especially the big
And-
I
four.
wouldn't.
Yeah,
I don't
and that was
think you really.
wait time. And that was the point of you bringing up like the, well, most people would say like these certain attributes are consistent, right? And so ascribing these attributes to this being would be consistent just because it's like consistent amongst most people.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs to give really. Like, I think he's already giving a reason for why we should accept the definition in the first place, because that's what he's choosing to defend. So it's just a clarification on his proposition.
dumb fuck.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
It was
I
really
mean,
obvious though. Like, I just don't understand like how
well,
we're
look,
getting
Well, yeah,
into a
that's
hold on,
semantic
hold on,
dispute.
wait, hold on. Everybody, calm down. Okay, I understand, like, maybe you need clarity on my point, but what I'm asking, you guys understood what I was saying. What I'm asking, do you understand what Mark was trying to say?
what Mark was trying to say. Yeah, what he's saying is certain people can just define these quote unquote like perfect or good attributes differently, and because of that, like this definition of God is arbitrary.
So it would just be a semantic dispute.
Yeah.
Like I said before, but okay.
Wait, so just to be clear, Mark, as I've defined God to be, you agree he exists?
Not really, but-
Oh
Like,
my
you're, like-
god.
Like,
Okay, then I
you
guess
would
we have more
agree.
conversation.
Like-
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, Yuji, the thing here is that, so this perfect being, I asked him what a perfect being is. He said a flawless, right? And I just asked him, okay, so what is flawless? And he just said, oh, something that has positive attributes, right? He's just flawless. Or no, I asked him, what is he flawless in? Because flawless is normally described with a leash term, right? And then he goes on to say, just positive attributes, right? He's flawless in every single positive attribute. And I was just going to say, oh, well, yeah, I'm just saying positive attributes is subjective. I can believe this thing is a positive attribute. He tried to like reference his anecdote, but I don't really care for that in this sense. I could just give this anecdote.
Jesus Christ, time your mic.
Yeah, I could just get a counterintuitive antidote, and it just really wouldn't do anything in the conversation. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
okay, so positive attributes here is what you're using as the foundation for your definition, right? I'm saying, okay, so why do we appeal to these positive attributes here, right? Because I could just say, oh, I believe being evil is a positive attribute, right? And of course, he would be disagreeing that would be God would be flawless in being evil, right? Because he said no, he gave it for omni properties or whatever, right? Um,
Well,
and I understand what he's saying, but at the same time, it just still doesn't cancel out the dependency relationship. That's why I asked him, do you have like an argument for these positive attributes just being applied to this? Because that would just get into some type of moral debate, which I mean, I really don't care about.
well, I
Go
mean,
ahead, not much.
I think the point of bringing up like the big four thing. Correct me if I'm wrong, Agent. But you were just saying, eventually, some like everyone will come to some like intellectual synthesis and agree that these four things are positive universally. Right? That was what you were saying.
Well, maybe not universally, but I was just saying traditionally when you have discourse about like trying to define perfect, which I before took to be a semantic primitive, trying to pick up like people's brains and what the understanding and meaning of perfect means, maybe they would give some like a few ones that maybe won't match up with each other, but these big four are going to be like traditionally understood as perfect or like perfections.
So all you're saying is like it's just generally accepted among like not even philosophers, just like interlocutors, that this is just like what we define perfect as, what we define good as, what we define positive as.
Yeah,
shit like that.
Folk, yep.
yeah, and all I'm saying is, okay, you can put your antidote. That's really fine. I can just give it a counter to the one and say, oh no, it's not the case, and then we don't get anywhere.
Well, no, you couldn't do that, right?
Yeah, I can. And even then, I still don't really. I mean, even if I was agreeing your argument, I could still just say the absolute opposite of the argument. Just go to say God isn't possible.
Well,
Or
look, we
let's say
can
God
have that
kind
discussion
of-
after. I just want to get clear, like this,
Yeah, let's just
refutation that you brought up here was kind of just like incoherent.
you just didn't understand what analytical dependencies are. That's really it. And I don't think you still don't. But so to be clear, you have an argument for the positive attributes.
An argument for the positive attributes?
Yeah, for your positive attributes. So, like I said before, I could just say God is flawless and being evil, and that's the only positive attribute. I could just, interpret these positive attributes as anything in the sense. It doesn't really matter. I don't have
Whoa,
to
wait, hold on. Did we not just like get some clarity on this? How is he still confused? Wait, Yugi, hold on. I just, maybe just Mock was, not listening there. What you just said there was that all I'm defining God to be in this instance is a consensus of what God is, and these big four are those consensus, or those things that people agree are perfections.
It's just a question, babe. What the fuck? Are you retarded?
You're trying to extrapolate on the other things that aren't a part of the overall consensus, like maybe like more minute details aren't really relevant here because what he's choosing to defend is the major consensus, which is the four attributes, you fucking idiot.
Retard. All I'm saying is, sure, that could be his anecdote. He could, go on and
Okay,
say,
and actually argue with him on it, and instead of trying to go down to a semantic dispute, it's not working out well for you.
You're retarded. I said this multiple times.
No,
Okay,
you say every time you speak. Don't even try to call me a retard.
You just fucking cut out while you're trying to do that shit. But again, I said that shit multiple times. I don't know if he wasn't listening, if you weren't listening. Like, I don't know what happened.
Yuki, bro. This is where right here.
Okay, Mock, do you have any like more interesting refutations?
Okay, can you attack the counterintuitive one?
What was the counterintuitive?
Okay, just to say this could be verified through your anecdotes. I can just verify the exact opposite through my anecdotes. It's going to become counterintuitive at that point. And I'm going to seek truth.
Wait, how many people like do you ever hear say that, things that directly contradict omnipotence, omnibenevolence, fucking omnipotence and necessity are like perfections?
I can literally just say everyone I've ever heard, and that could be like the numerical value of that.
Yeah, you're just bad faith, buddy.
Like, what? I'm just.
Okay. I don't want to hear it. Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand.
Aura.
Fifth grade aura type shit gang. That's fine, bro.
Yo, Mock, I low-key forgot you were horrible.
So serious. Like, do you actually have an argument against it?
You literally.
Like, this is actually like the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. I'm not like just trying to be a dick. It's like saying, well, I mean, even though this thing is analytic, I just define it differently. So even though you're running down that concept in your argument, And I specifically
What is
just got
analytic?
clarity on the meaning here, and I understand your conclusion.
Can you
I
answer the
still
question?
define it differently. What does that even mean? That
What
wouldn't
is
mean
analytic?
anything to anybody.
What is analytics? What are you talking about?
What do
Are
you
you
mean?
saying that?
Wait, I thought
Should
you've
we
been
do
using
a
the
should we
word
do
this
a
whole
poll
time.
here, chat? Should we do a
Yeah, I
poll here?
am. I think you might be confused on the terms. I'm asking you, what is analytics to see if we have something to, yeah, disagreement with the definition.
Look,
Because
I
if
just
not,
take
you might
analytics
just
as
be completely
not
lost.
even be specifically semantics or syntactics or syntax. I just take analytics to be the study of some language.
The study of some language. Okay.
And analytical, I don't know why you're asking about analytics anyways. Analytical there is just definition. I
Okay.
take it to be
Okay. Okay.
synonymous
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
definitionally.
Yeah. Yeah. So just what the word is defined to be, or what the word means, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't
And
think there's an objective lens on what something means.
okay, yeah, well, you're appealing to a normative lens, and or you're project. Oh, yeah, appealing to majority, right? And I'm just saying, okay, your majority can be
Because I
completely
take it to
fine.
be
Cool.
semantic primitive. I think it's something that people understand but can't define in other words.
You defined it in other words, but okay. You
No, I didn't.
so you didn't define perfect as well. Okay.
I didn't define
Okay.
it in the way a definition is an elaboration of several words. I gave things that might be synonymous with it, but they would all end up into some semantic primitive. And I said, well,
Mm,
every time I observe somebody like deliberating on perfection, they would take these big four things to be perfections.
okay. So you just can't get past that. Okay, we can do this now. Here, we can go on to some more substance, I guess, bro. Because
The pivot.
Okay,
if we stay on this, he's not going to get anywhere, and he's just going to leave, bro.
I don't know why you think you look good. Whatever, fine, yeah.
I don't even care about good.
So
Like,
what's your other like
I haven't
refutation?
debated in a while. Like, I don't really care about looking good right now.
So what's your other
So
refutation?
the entire argument itself is counterproductive. I could just say, it's possible that God does not exist, right? And then I can just go on to say, right, it's possibly a necessity that God doesn't exist, or it's a necessity in virtue of that. You just make it sound counterintuitive.
Okay, wait, do you have a formal argument?
Okay, here I can literally just copy yours and just make it into. Okay, sure, I'll just do this, I guess. Like, I don't know why niggas do this.
Um.
Sure.
Um. I'm
Yeah,
clipping that. I'm clipping that shit. I'm clipping that shit. Grandpa had ass. I can't, bro. Bro thinks he's Sleepy Joe. It's hilarious.
Don't diss Sleepy Joe.
Oh, what a guy. You might want him agent looking DMs.
Okay.
There.
Hold on. Before you guys do anything, like, don't do anything real quick. Alright, you guys can continue now.
Wow, this thing I just got sent in my DMs is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my entire
Oh,
life.
yeah, no, it's so funny. Oh, it's hilarious.
Okay, possibly God does not exist. Okay, do you know what a symmetry breaker is?
Explain it. Because you and Smoothie use
So,
it so much. I don't
well,
know.
do you want like the formal? I mean, I could give you the formal like
How are you
analysis
using
of
the
it,
word?
but I could just like try to give it to you from my memory.
How are you using the word?
Symmetry break. Yeah, so I take symmetry breaker to just mean something that fulfills some conditions C that would make something, true, and another thing like that would be drawing a symmetry here, which in this case is possibly God does not exist, does not fulfill those conditions. So possibly God exists would be
Hold
true
on, repeat
given
that shit,
it
bro. You
follows
cut
those
out for me.
conditions. Yeah, I said that my premise here, possibly God exists, fulfills some conditions that would make it true that possibly God does not exist, does not fulfill, and therefore my premise, possibly God does exist, is true. Because what we've done in this symmetry is just saying, well, God, either God, is necessary or either God is impossible. That's what both of our conclusions mean. So if I can determine that God does in fact exist, give some condition to fulfill that, that would be a symmetry, and possibly God exists, his premise one, that would lead to the impossibility of God, does not fulfill that condition, meaning it is not true. So it would be a symmetry breaker in my favor.
Okay, and just be clear, you filled the position, yeah, or the condition there for my symmetry. What do you think the condition there for my symmetry is? I guess you could say.
There is no condition for the symmetry. I'm talking about specifically some condition that would make my premise true that would make your premise false. Or not that it would make your premise false.
Okay, wait. So just
but,
to be clear. Okay, wait. Just to be clear, you're saying. Okay. So the argument you gave just put some condition that would make my argument false and make yours true.
It would make mine true, and by proxy would make yours false. Yeah.
Okay, sure. You say God's a necessity, right? If
Okay, yeah, sure. So here's a condition.
Wait. Chill. If God does not exist, he's not a necessity. There. Fuck.
Bro,
If God
Yugi,
does
run,
not-
bro! Oh my god!
What the fuck are you talking about?
Bro, do y'all not see Yugi's stream, bro?
Do you not see the condition there? The conditional?
What condition are you talking about? How? I'm
Okay,
talking about
okay,
a symmetry breaker.
Okay. So just to be clear, what you just said is your argument. Yeah, your argument, right, goes by to say, right, or your symmetry here is just saying, okay, well, my argument, if my argument, your argument would be false, right? That's just your symmetry here, right?
Yeah, I haven't offered a condition yet.
I'm saying my. Okay, I already just gave my symmetry, meaning if my argument is true, then your argument is false. I just explained that. Like the fuck are you?
Okay, wait, so just to be clear here, after you've given your argument, you want to, just go ahead and speed past on by before my, my refutation here and give your own symmetry breaker that you think will, wait, what just happened?
Okay, wait, you said yours has a okay, you just say you have the favor and symmetry breakers. I just explained how you don't.
What do you mean I don't?
Okay, so when you said you have the favor and symmetry here, alright? What did you mean by that? Like, you keep on using
Like, I don't even know what you're talking. I didn't say I have the favor and symmetry. I said, do you know what a symmetry breaker is? And then gave you what a symmetry breaker was. No, wait, that's what he actually did. I don't know what to say.
No way, this nigga's just okay. Okay, I think it's still lucky I don't got G4 right now. I can't clip conversations, but the recording box back in chat if you want. So like, if you want to go looking like low tier, you can go do that. You might just have memory loss. I don't know what happened.
What would I find in the rec?
You saying that you have favor and symmetry here.
What? If I said I have favor and symmetry here, I would be saying I have a symmetry breaker. And do you know what a symmetry breaker is?
Okay, you don't know the order of things. You went to define, what symmetry is, and it said, "Oh, I'll have the favor and symmetry here."
Okay, holy shit, whatever, Mock. Alright, I just had some insane blunder there, right? And then I accidentally misspoke. That just gave you everything that you ever needed. Okay, whatever. So, now I'm going to ask you again, do you know what a symmetry breaker is?
Off of the way you defined it, yes.
Okay, and just to be clear, what was the way I defined it?
Okay, yeah. You're saying a symmetry breaker is just going to be a permitting condition that would just make your argument true, my argument false. It's just the way you define it.
Oh, okay. So now let me just, try to be clear for the audience here. A symmetry breaker, as I said, is just my premise here, possibly God exists, satisfies some condition, and that's going to give credence to that, premise. Metaphysically, God is possible. Credence.
What is a condition?
Okay, so now you're asking for the... Okay, finally. Yeah, let me... Hold on.
So is this a good debate? Y'all enjoying this debate, man?
Fuck no, bro. I'm never debating, like, ever again, bro. This shit's so ass.
Okay, there's the condition. Or there's a symmetry breaker, specifically.
Bro, oh my fucking god. PP.
Oh, you said
Principle
PPB.
of
Okay.
possible explanation states there is something external to that.
By the way, chat, this argument beat Jack Angstrike.
There exists a possible world that is imperfect too.
Is any of that unclear to you?
Okay, here. Let's do this. Principle of that's three. Okay. Let's do this. I can literally just make this counterintuitive again. You're not really giving an argument here, bro. I'm not
Yeah, you're not really,
There's no start.
Eh,
Wait, Ty, did
You're
you
just
record what just
not
happened?
really
Did
getting
you
the
see this?
argument.
I have been recording, but I'm not on OBS right now, unfortunately.
Fuck.
That shit was hilarious though. I saw that.
Okay, you're just giving these counterintuitive arguments. I mean, bro, I can literally use the same exact thing for my okay. I can just use the same exact thing for my argument here. Like all you've been really doing is just giving these modal terms, right? And then just saying, oh, by proxy this can be the case. And then I could just just make that counterintuitive and say the same exact thing.
well,
You're
look,
wrong.
the problem here, the reason that the symmetry breaker works, right, is because if you were trying to make this counterintuitive that you keep on saying, it would actually just end up supporting my idea again.
And why is that?
Because you would be saying, well, actually, some perfect possible world exists. Okay?
Some perfect.
World as a being, perfect is as I, a perfect being is as I define a God to be.
Okay, and there's a problem saying a flawless world exists. Possible world exists.
There's a problem with saying it, so you don't
No,
have a symmetry breaker?
wait, I'm asking you, is there a problem with saying a possible or a flawless possible world exists?
No, that would be contradicting my original argument.
Okay, just to be clear, there is no problem with saying a possible flawless world exists.
No.
Did he just... Okay, and just to be clear... Okay, I might not be tracking. Okay, no. Okay, this can't be... Okay, repeat what you said initially, right?
What did I say initially? What are you referring to?
Okay, right?
Who's playing Sigma Funk?
Sorry guys, I'm like watching Terrifier edit.
Ew, that's that shit that nigga Minky be watching at school. Okay,
Ew.
but she said... Not... After you said the shit about the symmetry breaker, right? And I asked you, what's the condition, right? And then you sent this after that.
Yeah. After that,
Yes.
you mean when you said that there could be a counterintuitive that you could apply to this that would also make...
Yes, and then you went
Yeah. So you trying to flip this around and make some condition would not actually lead to premise one, possibly God exists, gaining some credence by satisfying this condition.
It's not what you said initially, but okay.
What do you mean that's not what I said initially?
You said some shit.
I said no, you cannot make a counterintuitive because what that would end up doing is there exists some possible perfect world, which is what I define God to be.
So this world would just be God.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't believe God could be an individual being? I think the entire world is.
I don't believe he could be. Like that's not what we're deliberating on. Okay.
No, okay. So you don't believe God is an individual being?
It's not what we're deliberating on. It's irrelevant. If you think it's a perfection to have like individual sense, then sure.
No, okay, no, okay.
Wait, no, you're
And
winning,
this
you're beating me.
possible world would not be an individual being, and if you agree God is an individual being, then he can't be this possible world.
Wait, hold on. Do you think being an individual being is like some perfection?
Some type of perfection. No, not necessarily.
Okay, then this is irrelevant. I don't want to even engage with this.
You just conceded on so many levels, but hey, it's okay.
It wasn't a confession. Are you fucking idiot? Are you idiotic?
You just conceded on something else. Anyways, so I'm not gonna elaborate on that at all. You actually just had some severe blunder. Anyways, what was that severe blunder? You're a silly guy.
I'd really rather debate than listen to this nigga, bro.
You can debate me.
That just wouldn't be entertaining.
Aww.
Mark, you're
It
the
wouldn't be
slowest
entertaining
person
because
to
I'm
have a
beating
debate
you the
with.
fuck up so badly.
No, first, it's just you're boring. You're saying the most retarded shit. Like, it's making
Mark?
me double think the reputation I'm going to give. It's
Mark.
making me think that I
Mark,
might
Mark,
be using
Mark,
too
Mark,
much of a
Mark,
good
Mark,
argument.
Do you want to debate?
Yo time, let us finish.
Fine.
What's up,
Okay,
dude?
do you have any problem? Do you have any other problems with the symmetry breaker here?
Okay, I just don't see how it follows. It's as simple as that.
Oh my god.
Like, it's as simple as that, dude.
The symmetry breaker follows because what's being derived from the actual symmetry breaker helps agents argument, but okay, you got it.
Are you?
Wait, what are you saying doesn't follow?
I
True.
just don't see how I can't use it to be a counterintuitive in the sense.
Because, okay, any symmetry breaker that I give you that has some condition that your premise one, possibly God does not exist, fulfills and therefore gives credence to it equally, you know, that symmetry breaker would obviously be invalid. Okay, what I'm giving you is when you turn this around and when you try to make some counterintuitive on this, the condition would not fulfill your premise one. It would actually fulfill mine. So no matter which way you turn this, no matter which way you twist this, no matter which way you, I don't know, have silly intercourse with, it's not going to do anything that will support your argument.
Jesus, this boss fight looks like AIDS.
Okay, okay, that's where your retardation comes in. Okay, wonder when that was gonna happen.
Okay, hold on, let me just gather my thoughts. I have this, Mock. I have this.
This is only appealing to time. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mock, just spit it out. I'm making fun of you because every time you try to like have some reputation, like, you're like so indecisive.
Skibidi Sigma
You have,
head ass
you have
accent.
like no confidence in yourself and any of your arguments, so it just gets dragged out as this long response that I don't want to hear.
You're just really, really boring, and I really just don't have the energy. Like, okay, again,
Yeah, sure.
to say, I mean, at the same time, I could say there's this perfect world that exists. If you're just gonna identify any perfect world to exist and shit to be God, that's just really not anything that's gonna disagree with an atheist. Like, an atheist
Holy
could believe
shit.
perfect world
No!
exists. I mean,
Wait,
this
hold on,
is
but
not
just to be
disagreeing
clear,
with the
this
atheist
perfect
hypothesis.
world, oh, wait,
So you
this
interpret
perfect,
it.
wait, this perfect world, as we've already agreed, would have the four perfections of omnipotence, omnibenevolence, omniscience, and necessity. So it would have all of my criteria for my characterized being, as I define them, as God.
Do you think a possible world could, or this possibly perfect world, could have agency?
It doesn't matter.
It does. An atheist
Look,
disagrees with agency.
do you think it's
Or
perfect? Do you think it's some perfection to have agency?
I think it's some. No.
Then no.
Then you just don't disagree with the atheist hypothesis. You just don't.
What do you mean I don't disagree with the atheist hypothesis? Wait, sorry, does
So you just
scientific
don't-
atheism posit some omnipotent, omniscient, omnibenevolent, and necessary being?
It disagrees with it, with an agency. But
What disagrees with? It disagrees with specifically agency.
It just is.
Wait, hold on.
disagreeing
But
with
before,
agency.
what you gave me was, all things are natural and all things are explained by science. I'm
Do you think
positing a
that's
metaphysical
all the
thing.
view is?
You immediately, hold on. You immediately, just blundered by even positing that it rejects something having agency. Or, sorry, by even positing that this, symmetry breaker would lead to something that would have your atheist hypothesis, when your atheist hypothesis specifically would reject something being metaphysical.
No, not necessarily. I mean,
You think something metaphysical is natural?
Can be.
It can be. Give me an example.
What do you think natural is? It's like the most
I
obvious.
don't know. You define it.
You mean to define
I'm assuming just
your
being measured by science, given that's what your being AI bot defined it as, and that's what you're going down.
Okay.
Ooh, another
This is
rhetorical
so
jab.
retarded. Okay. But to say something's natural and to say something's possible, it could be the same exact thing. Like to say you could say something even possibly natural. You could say something's probably natural, right? Going by through some type of
Oh my
scientific
god,
probability.
bro.
It's like science can agree with some type of metaphysical principle.
It's actually just mumbo jumbo.
No,
Look, Colin, okay, who are the judges? I'm assuming you don't want to agree to time. Yugi. I guess BB. Do you know BB?
We can agree to Yugi, I guess.
Okay, Yugi.
Probably not listening at all.
Yeah, he's definitely paying attention right now.
Oh, he's paying attention to something.
He's locked
I don't know
in.
about this.
Bro, log in.
Just let him finish this boss fight.
No, because he's gonna go into what's your face's boss fight.
Yo, isn't this the same shit Mason plays, bro?
Yeah. Oh, you're low key fried from that, bro.
Yugi, unmute, quick.
Hold on.
Quick.
I'm gonna join on my alt because I'm gonna go talk to Nova. Hold on. Let me invite this shit.
Wait,
He's
you're
unmuted.
leaving?
What's going on?
I'll join on my alt.
Yo,
But
basically,
Hold on,
who
we're almost
won
done, bro. Do
Doa,
not drag
Deity,
this
or
back.
Agent?
here, let
What?
up my alt.
Who won
Dude, do
Doa,
not drag
Deity,
it.
or
Oh
Agent?
my god.
I mean, I wasn't really listening, but from the point that I heard, it
Let
seemed
this
as
guy's
if
Ike up.
Yeah, I'll invite him.
Bro, I'm fried right now. I'm tired. I'm playing Hollow Knight, and you want me to judge? What the fuck?
Yeah, because he probably
Yo.
won't agree to me.
Yugi, I ain't gonna lie, we're in the same boat, my nigga. Stop fucking crying. Dude, this nigga's just okay, bro.
Alright, you. Let's just, give judgment here.
Let's expedite the
Nigga.
process here, pal.
Nigga has not been listening.
Let's just deliberate on the victor of this good faith conversation.
I mean, it was pretty obvious who won if you were paying attention. But yeah.
Yeah, just a pure gladiation there.
Yeah, he completely groveled mock, honestly. Like it was just like embarrassing.
It's this. It's this. Holy fuck.
I dead ass can't find anyone who would think this shit is funny, bro.
What the fuck? They advertising don't got it. What the fuck?
I'm gonna be
Yo,
honest.
dude.
I think you just don't find it funny because it's targeted at you.
No, like normally some jokes will be funny. I might even laugh, right? But no, like you're just.
I've never heard mock laugh, by the way.
I've
I've never heard that man laugh. I've never heard that man laugh.
I don't know that I've ever heard him laugh either.
Exactly.
This guy just lives in
Get your ass out of here.
I am just you saying jokes.
Mopey ass debater.
Bro is literally Scrooge. Oh hell nah.
Half the time it's you saying jokes time. No shit. Also, you've heard me laugh at niggas so many times. What are you talking about? You
I've never heard you laugh once before. On my life, I've never heard you laugh before.
heard me laugh at
Yugi,
Krillo.
who
On my
won? Oh
life.
my god.
I don't know. I wasn't listening. But
Alright, whatever. I think I
Wait,
won. We gotta say I won here.
Did you just?
Yeah, you
gave
won.
the,
You won, Agent.
You gave the
Hell
PPE
no.
thing, right?
Yeah, that symmetry breaker.
And he just gave the response, like initially, well, I can conceive of a world in which like this perfect being doesn't exist.
No, he didn't subscribe to the conceivability thesis or say conceivable at all.
Well, what was the
Yo,
argument? Like, why did he?
He just said, well,
Here,
he just-
shut up, nigga. Yeah, but usually, so all I'm saying is, I don't think it'll be really viable. Because if you, yeah, usually, I don't think this PPP. That sounds so fucking gay to say.
He's crazy.
Yeah, it's just so fucking gay. Okay. Yeah, I just don't think it's going to be viable in this situation, especially going under what the atheist, disagrees with us, And I asked him, does this possibly flawless world
Possibly.
possibly flawless world have agency? If it does not have agency, well then it's not going to really, I guess you could say disagree with the atheist hypothesis here. So it's not really going to be substantive or symmetry.
You just said it's not a robust account of God.
Yeah. That the atheist would disagree with. If it doesn't disagree with the atheist, then shit, there's no point to argue here.
What was your response to the "it's not a robust account of God"?
Nothing.
He said, before at the beginning of the debate that the position of atheism he was going under was something called scientific atheism, and he gave a picture of a Bing AI bot describing what scientific atheism says. And this bot said that scientific atheism posits that everything is natural, and by natural, it's just something that's scientifically measurable. And then I asked him, okay, so, well, I didn't ask him, I just said, well, obviously this account wouldn't be consistent with something metaphysical, and my argument would then conclude something metaphysical. And then he said, man, I don't know. Man.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I do remember him saying that like 20 times. This guy would only say that's why I was DMing Agent telling him to snore whenever he'd speak. That shit was hilarious.
They said I found a fucking show called Ghosts in the Hood. What the fuck?
You gotta watch Dexter, man. Watch Dexter.
Alright, hold on, let me save the recording.
You gotta
Ew,
watch American Psycho, bro.
But Yuji, can you hurry up and give judgment so I can maybe go to sleep?
Nigga, I didn't hear what happened. Fuck, you expect me to judge with?
Nigga,
Yeah,
he
just off of what you
just
heard.
told you. Hell no, because I know what the fuck that nigga gonna say already.
What? What are you talking about?
Are you sped? Okay, don't answer that question. I already know the answer. But Yuji, simple. What happened was he tried to give the symmetry breaker. I'm just saying, okay, you can just give a symmetry breaker for a robust.
No, that didn't happen.
And then he really
Just kidding.
just went on